What's up guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you're all doing well again today. Today, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be playing as Jett Lawrence in MX Bikes. I thought I saw someone release the Jett Lawrence skin on the MX Bikes mods website the other day. And in light of him winning the championship, obviously if you haven't watched it already, spoilers, I have no idea why you wouldn't have if you have anything to do with motocross at all. Very, very happy that Jett won. I was rooting for him throughout the whole season. I just think he's an incredible natural talent. So what better way to pay my respect, so to speak, as to ride as him in game. Just quickly going around the bike, there's a few things that you'll see are slightly off, obviously. So the bike is a replica. That's all well and good. The kit is not, I'm afraid. I don't think anyone's released his actual kit yet with name and numbers on the back as such. I could have done it with like the Poboso default text, but I thought that just would have ruined the look overall. I've tried replicating it as close as I can. Obviously, I know he doesn't wear a Fox helmet, but it's the only one I could find with a Red Bull paint on it, so to speak. But yeah, overall, pretty excited to do this, and I thought I'd do it on Hangtown as well, since obviously, you know, that's where he claimed the title. Watching back that race, I was in Discord with a couple of my friends. We usually watch the races together at the same time, and we were all, oh god, we was all so worried in that first race, especially when he had his few moments. And yeah, I mean, he didn't have an easy go of it the entire day. Luckily, he had enough points on Cooper to clinch it. I mean, fair play to Justin. He rode really well. Just, I don't know what to say really. I feel like everyone is rooting for Jett at this point. I feel a bit bad for Cooper, in all honesty. But yeah, it is what it is. Happy at the end of the day. I wouldn't have minded if either one of them won, but of course I was rooting for Jett overall. You'll see right here on track that it's not the newest version of Hangtown. I'm afraid that doesn't exist in MX Bikes at the moment. I don't actually know which year this is. I just had a Hangtown downloaded into my in my game already, so I just thought it'd be good to hop on and give it a play. And I always like doing things like this because I play tracks that I usually wouldn't. It took me quite a while actually to hang on, let's be the first person. I feel like I'm doing terrible to get the bike working. Obviously I'm not the most tech savvy of people. I had no idea what bike model the graphics were on, so I went to there must be like 3 or 4 CR250 models that I was just kind of skimming through, and finally got it working after like an hour or so of trying. So all good. I can finally do the video that I want to do. I want to say now I've played 2 versions of Hangtown in the past on this game, and one of them has very messed up timing gates, and one of them works fine. I can't remember which one is which, so I'm sure we'll actually find out as I go across the line and things like that, if the time gates actually work. But I do like Hangtown, even going back to like MX Simulator. Hangtown was the first Nationals pro race that I've done that game, and I remember in Moto 2 I was running in 2nd place in like my first ever pro race. I was like, oh my god, how is this happening? And yeah, my game crashed, so that's always good fun. But yeah, I've got a soft spot for Hangtown. You know, I've always done good here. I've never done an MX Bikes pro race on this track, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure in PDMX, which is the obviously the outdoors version of the Supercross series that I'm doing right now. Last year when that happened, I was actually away on that weekend, so just poor timing. I would like to do a race on this track one day. I feel like it's a very good track, and I feel like my skills have greatly improved since the first few times I played this track, so I'd be really excited to kind of put myself against the other people. Overall, I'm very excited for the outdoor season to start. I feel like we've been doing so much Supercross in bikes recently. You'll see that I've been doing a lot of enduro recently, just kind of mix it up a bit for myself. As some of you long-term viewers might know, enduro is my like favourite like what's the word, like discipline, is that the right word to use? In most motorbike games. I remember I played a lot of enduro in MX-08V Untamed. I played a lot of enduro in MX Sim, and now I'm playing a lot of enduro in bikes. It's my favourite thing to do. And a shout out to the man himself, Resolute Kraken. If it wasn't for him and his enduro tracks in this game, I'm not sure how strong the enduro community would be. So yeah, shout out to him for bringing me many hours of entertainment on this game, and I hope that we get many more in the future. Fingers crossed. But yeah, going back to this, I'm really happy that Jett won. I'm hoping, well, I'm a bit sceptical if he can back it up in Supercross. I'm hoping so. I know he needs, Supercross is one of them things that you need a lot of practice for. given his young age. I know that he had the close race with Ferrandis and such, and last year he had a really good season last year. But I'm wondering if he'll be able to hold it all together for an entire season. I feel like Cooper is so consistent. I almost put him in the same category as like BraedonGilmore, for example. Just even on his bad weekends, he's like top 5. Like, it's really not a bad weekend at all. So I'm hoping Jett can play out the bag. I feel like he's going to be around for so long because of how young he is. God forbid anything bad happens. Watch me go ahead and jinx him now, but I think if he can stay bad injury free over the next few years, he's going to have such a long career, and I think by the end of it, he'll probably be up there in the Hall of Fames as far as like most wins goes. He's just one of them people that come out like once in a generation, one of those rare talents. So yeah, it's really cool to see, and I always try and put it into perspective every now and then. It's like, I mean, I've got a younger brother who is, how old is he now? 18, 19. I couldn't imagine him going and winning the motocross championship. So it's just absolutely wild when you put it into perspective how young he is and how good he is. A little bit sorry for Hunter now and then. Obviously, he's flying under the radar. His brother's taking all the glory, but I do like Hunter as well. I like the pair of them. I think it's pretty good that they're on the same team. Actually, they just end up helping each other. You don't get any sort of like sour rivalries going on between the family, which is always nice to see as well. And yeah, I wish the best to both of them in the upcoming seasons. Jett's done me really well actually this year. I do the Pulp MX Fantasy every week. Well, I say every week. I'll elaborate on this story in a second, but I just feel like every time I've picked Jett, he's done absolutely insane. And then the weekends I haven't picked him, he's had a bit of an off one, so I've been very, very fortunate. Pulp MX Fantasy, I had like this mini league with my own, not my personal Discord, but the Discord that me and my friends hang out in most of the time. And I don't pay for the Pulp things. I don't appear on the leaderboards. I just do it for more competition between friends. But I found that if I actually took the total points I was on, and if I was in the actual championship, I would have been in 4th place overall at one point throughout the year. I want to say it was maybe like 4 rounds left to go, and then I forgot to do a round, so that went out the window, which I was a bit disappointed by. I probably won't buy the Pulp for Supercross. I feel like Supercross, just anything can happen. Like, it's so wild. Just any one given night, someone can have a bad heat in LCQ and not make it in, and your points are just gone. So I'll probably just do it for a bit of fun again for Supercross. But come next national season, I am very, very tempted to buy in and see how well I can do. I mean, me and some of you have seen Johnny, who appears in some of these videos. Me and him have both at some point throughout the year been in 1st place whilst the race is going on. Obviously, we don't finish in 1st place. That'd be insane. I think I finished top 10 in one of the rounds, which was absolutely insane. And I'm by no means like a motocross guru. I don't follow everything. I don't know all that goes on behind the scenes, but just seem to, I don't know if it was a lucky year or just a good gut fault, going off a lot of time I go off qualifying times, go off like previous race results, and just try and make the best decisions I can. I feel like there's probably a lot of you that do the Pulp side of things as well. Let me know how your season went. one ongoing theme, which it's like an ongoing joke in our Discord now, was every time one of us would pick Jerry Robin, he'd just finish one or none of the motos. That's typical Jerry. I remember back when I used to play Sim a lot, I got an Instagram DM from him asking me for a setup on Sim, and I just find that so weird now, thinking that like all these years ago you was asking me for a setup on a video game, and now you're out here doing professional motocross. So fair play to Jerry as well. I hope that he can kind of get it together a bit more. It must be difficult kind of mentally crashing out of or having all these issues throughout the races, and I mean, I'm by no means around that level. I remember back when I was younger, I went through a stage of we couldn't work out what was wrong with my bike. We went to like race after race after race. I'm talking about like autos, like 50/60 days, and the bike just kept cutting out constantly every weekend. Like fully rebuilt it, had no idea what was going on, and I'd just be halfway through a race all the time, and the bike would just cut out on me, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'm not doing this race anymore. So yeah, I never wish that on anybody, but I am very, very excited for this next Supercross season. I think the racing is going to be very, very good. Hopefully everyone's all going to be, well, I mean, it's a long break, isn't it? Everyone should be healed up in time, but yeah, it was a bit annoying to see everybody started dropping out at the end of that national season. By the end of it, 450s mostly, but I mean that opened the door for other people to do really well. It was nice to see Antsy do very well, especially as a fellow Brit in that last round of the year, and especially being on a Suzuki as well. I know we all meme the Suzukis, but they are definitely a bit of a disadvantage. And I'll tell you what makes it even more impressive being on Suzuki is Dylan Schwartz. I was so impressed with Schwartz throughout the whole year. I think he's done insane. He definitely deserves like a bigger factory ride, I would say. I'd even go as far to say maybe more so than Veriz. I would definitely have put him on the Husky over him, but you know, it is what it is. I don't make decisions at the end of the day. Obviously, there's something internal there between him being on a was he on a KTM before and then he hopped on the Husky? I feel like I'm going to annoy some people by not getting all the facts right, but as I say, I don't know all of the ins and outs like constantly. I'm just more of a casual viewer. But that being said, I do watch the American motocross a whole lot more than the GPs. Don't know why. I just find it a bit more interesting. You know, obviously it keeps me up very late every weekend, but you know, if that's what you're into, that's what you're into. Can't help it. It will be my dream to one day go and do some riding in America. I think the tracks always look just amazing. Much faster, much more well groomed than they are in the UK, at least. Where I live in the UK, we're kind of we haven't got much of a choice at all, to be honest. There's maybe like 3-4 tracks maximum within a like 3-hour drive. It's pretty scarce. Biggest reason being where we haven't got all this open land like the US do. Obviously there's people that live near to the tracks that just make noise complaints and the tracks get shut down. I remember back in my old like 85 days, there was this track that we would ride, usually only in the winter, just because it was very good at soaking up all the rain. It was more of a winter track. We'd ride it maybe 6 times max throughout the year. And someone moved in just down the road next to the track and then tried getting the track shut down just because they didn't like the noise. It's like you're moving in next to a motocross track, you should know what to expect. Don't go and ruin everybody else's activity because you don't like the noise. But yeah, some people, well, Karens will be Karens. Let's put it that way. But yeah, I feel like I've completely gone away from the whole point of this video, which was just to try and do Jett a bit of justice in the game. I feel like I haven't showed him off enough. Let's finish off this lap in third person. This is where I completely like crash. But yeah, I really like this track. I've just kind of been riding. I haven't been thinking about it too much. I by no means think that these laps are up there. I'm pretty sure that a good lap around here on a 250 is like 3 seconds quicker. You know, all of the crazy fast guys do. I can't compete. Yeah, I can't compete with that. I just try and stay as consistent as possible, and hope I get a good start. But that's it. That'll do it for me today. I hope you've enjoyed that. As I say, I feel like we're all probably Jett fans here. Very happy for him, and I hope that he has a very good Supercross season and then can back up his national title again next year. So yeah, please like the video if you did enjoy it, and drop a sub if you haven't done so already. It'd be really nice to have you stick around. I try to upload every day, as much as possible. Sometimes that can't happen, but yeah, for the most part, not maybe 90% of the time, I do. And that'll do it for me. Try to catch you guys in the next video. Have a lovely evening, or morning, afternoon, wherever you are in the world, and peace.
Got bad shit all up in my mind right now. Fuck it, give me a minute and I'ma let it all out. I don't give a shit about an opinion, be another dimension when I wake up. Bitch, it's time to fill the cup. Got no fucking love, I feel so stuck on my luck. Get fucked.